Good evening, this is Nicholas from Gandora Gaming, and I bring you all my Punk, Therion, Gold Pride deck profile posts, the new Gold Pride cards, and yeah, this deck is absolutely insane. So for the earlier part of this entire, literally last week, I thought I would have to cut the Therions and have to cut the Ghost Trick engine because I didn't think I can actually fit the new Gold Pride cards in this deck. Luckily, however, Konami did not print all the Gold Prides as equally good. There's only 4 good Gold Pride monsters, which are 2 in the main deck and then 2 in the extra deck. So it's actually really easy to fill out space and actually fit the cards that we need into this deck. So this is a 41 card deck, and this is a 15 card extra deck. So let's just go straight into this. So first things first, we got about talk about the punks. First things first, we have Ogre Dance. Now Ogre Dance is a must of 3 of. This card has always been a must of 3 of ever since Gold Pride, ever since Punk ever got released. This card just says discard it, add any gold. I keep saying Gold Pride. Add any Punk monster from your deck to your hand, and then if you control a Punk monster, you contribute it, special summon this card onto the field. And then if your opponent activates a monster effect, gain attack equal to whatever monster activates its effect. But that part doesn't matter. You'll never really special summon this guy. Sometimes it comes up, but not really. The only part that matters is that you can discard him, and you get yourself any gold, any Punk that you need for your combo, which is pretty amazing. So this is a must of 3 of because it's a 1.5 card combo. Foxy Tune is the reason for that 1.5 card combo because she does require a discard. But basically what she does is you can discard her and another card from hand, special summon a Punk from deck, and then basically she also has the same effect as him, where you contribute a Punk you control, special summon this card, and then it has like some weird life point effect, which does not matter. The only part that matters is that it's level 8s that can be special summoned from either other effects or just by discarding cards. Really insane, and overall a fantastic card. So must have 3 O's in the deck. Same thing with our Xiamen. Xiamen is also a must have 3 of the deck. This card is stupidly good. This card just says pay 600 life points, search any Punk monster from the deck, and then if this card is sent to graveyard, you can target 1 Punk monster you control, gain 600 attack forever. Really powerful effect, and absolutely helps you push for game. Also helps you get over big monsters. So this card is absolutely great. Also, it's an Earth. These are the only light and darks in the entire deck, so you don't have to worry about Bystials at all, except like with 1 Ghost Trick card, but we'll get into that later. But besides that, Bystials are not an issue, and you just play a whole bunch of Earths, which is kind of amazing. We also play the 1 Deer Note. Deer Note is the brick, but / no longer the brick in the deck. It's a 2 card combo, basically. Any Punk plus this card equals combo. And this card's absolutely pretty solid. So, if you don't know, Deer Note says you can reveal this card in hand and another Gold Pride monster, not Gold Pride, Punk monster. I don't know why I keep getting them mixed up today. Special summon out one or the other, and then send the other one to graveyard. And then if this card is sent from the field to grave, special summon a Punk of a different level than the one you ultimately got. So you send this card to grave off the field, you're reborn an 8 or a 3, which is pretty insane. Really great card, and it's a must-have one on the deck. Now these are our honorary Punks. Tracer and Wheeler are just amazing as level 3 extenders that can be searched off our our level 8 Punk to Jam. So these are just literally honorary Punks. To me, these are Punk cards. They're level 3 extenders that special summon themselves, and they even are psychic tuners. So absolutely amazing. So next we have Wagon. Wagon is absolutely a play starter. Wagon has gotten better the more I've learned this deck. We used to not even play Wagon for the longest time because we didn't have a good spell target. But now that we have the field spell, this card is absolutely stupid. Not only does it pay 600 to search the said field spell, but also if your opponent targets a Punk monster you control for attack or with card effects, you can just draw 1 card, which is absolutely insane as a quick effect, which is amazing. So I don't know how many times I would normal summon this. Your opponent will try to imperm or veiler it, and then it'll be like, okay, quick effect, draw 1. I mean, you just get free advantage that way, which is absolutely insane. We also play 1 Madam Spider. Madam Spider basically says pay 600, add a trap card in hand. We only play 1 trap, which would be a little sticky friend over there, but you'll see it soon enough. Really, really powerful card. Also, if you discards on field and you activate a card that targets, you can have the attack of that monster, which is cool, but that's really about it. You never really get that effect off. Overall, just a solid card in general. And then finally, we are also playing Shirakusai. Shirakusai is a quick synchro or fusion on your opponent's turn. And also on your turn, you can just quick pay 600, either synchro summon or fusion summon a punk monster from the extra deck. Usually on your turn, you're summoning out a fish, and then on your opponent's turn, you're summoning out a dragon. It's very much the Japanese Kaido lore, where Kaido was originally a carp or a salmon or whatever those fish are in Japan, and then became an almighty dragon. So really, really great card. And that is it for our punk cards. Now it's time to talk about Gold Pride. So Gold Pride, if you don't know, basically are extenders. This has not changed. Even though we have new cards, none of them are actually starters besides the spell card. Thus, they're still all extenders, so we're still playing them as extenders. We're playing 3 Leon. He's a level 3 tuner, which is amazing. And also, if your life points are lower, special summon him. And then, if you have a Gold Pride with a different name than Leon engrave, you can reborn it onto the field in defense position, but then you're locked into Gold Prides for the rest of the turn. Also, during either player's turn, during your opponent's turn, really, quick effect, if your life points are lower, quick synchro into any monster, but if you are locked as a Gold Pride, you are locked into Gold Pride. Now, you do have to use Gold Pride monsters as material for that synchro summon, which is not half bad at all, and it comes up very often. So this card is an absolute 3 of for not only rank 3 extension, but also synchro plays. Very, very powerful disruption card, and is a must-have 3 of. We also play 3 Captain Carry. Captain Carry is still a 3 of. This card is absolutely amazing. Basically, what this card does is that if your life points are lower, special summon this card from your hand, and then on summon, either normal or special, it adds a Gold Pride trap to your hand. Now, we're not playing a new Gold Pride trap because I think that card's ass. We're only playing Start Your Engine. So this card basically says search Start Your Engine, and then go from there. Really, really powerful extender. Allows us to make really, really powerful synchro plays slash link, not link plays, XYZ plays, because all our guys are tuners, and this is one of the non-tuners in the deck, so it makes some really powerful synchros to this card. Usually, though, we use it for XYZ materials. Now we kind of talk about the elephant in the room, the new Gold Pride cards. So we have 2 of this guy. This guy is Royal Baller. Basically, he has the effect where, basically, if your life points are lower, special summon him, and then during your opponent's turn, or your turn as a quick effect, just during the main phase in general, fusion summon on your opponent's turn or on your turn into a Gold Pride monster using him as material, or just Gold Pride monsters you control. Really, really powerful effect. Also, he's a level 5, which is absolutely amazing, because Deerno is a brick, but any 5 plus 3, let's say you don't open any of your main stars, let's say you don't open U, or Emergency Teleport, as long as you have a level 3 tuner, and this guy on field, and you can get this guy on field, you can make the Synchro 8, search Xiamen, normal summon Xiamen, and get your plays going that way, which is absolutely insane. So this card is a must-have 2 in the deck. This card is absolutely insane, not for synchro plays, but also as a really powerful fusion interruption during your turn or your opponent's. We're also playing 1 Nitro Head. Nitro Head is really easy to access nowadays, and basically he gives the opponent a token during the standby phase that can't be used as link material, Pyro level 8. And then you can quick effect destroy the token and then destroy all cards in the adjacent zones, basically like a cross. Really, really powerful card. It's like boop, boop, and can definitely screw up your opponent, especially if they're playing Kashtira, because you now gave them a token that they can't use as link material, which is pretty amazing. Now it's time to talk about the other cards in the deck, which we're playing the Therion. So first things first, we have, of course, our big King Regulus himself. He is an Omni-Negate. You can special summon him by targeting a machine or Therion in your graveyard. Special summon him, and then basically when your opponent activates a card effect, tribute a Therion you control or basically contribute a Therion on field and then negate it, which is really, really solid. A very, very powerful card. Plus, he's a level 8, so you can actually make 11s with him. We're also playing the level 8 Lily. Lily is a really great equip spell. When this card is equipped to your opponent, equipped to a Therion, it gains, I believe, 700 attack. I think they all have that effect where they all gain 700. And then Lily has the effect, while this card is on field or equipped to a monster, you can send it to graveyard to add a Therion spell from your deck to hand, which is really, really solid. So it gets you your field spell, which gets you all your plays started. We also played one P.U.N.K. I feel like P.U.N.K is better than Bullet Ant. P.U.N.K is level 7, so any 3 plus him equals Baron. Not to mention, if you just leave him on field, he is a quick effect bounce by bouncing back to Lily. And overall, just a really, really powerful card in general. So that is it for the monsters. Let's actually go over the spell cards. We are playing one P.U.N.K Extreme Session. This card is our field spell for the P.U.N.K monsters. Basically, when you activate the effect of a second monster to pay life points, you get to draw one up to twice per turn. And then also has the effect where you can banish a P.U.N.K from grave, special summon a different P.U.N.K from your hand, which is absolutely insane. It is a great extender, which I can't wait to show you in the combo. This card is a mandatory one of the deck. We're also playing one Disc Coliseum. Disc Coliseum is amazing. Not only does it protect your monsters from being destroyed by battle once, but also Foolish Burial's a Therion card to protect it, which is amazing. Also, on activation, it searches a Therion monster, which is also amazing. Now, you're probably wondering, what Therion spell or monster are you sending to graveyard to protect your monsters? Well, you'll be sending Argus Station, because when Argus Station is in grave, you can shuffle back a Therion, either add the Therion back to hand and then shuffle this back into the deck, or you add this to hand and you shuffle back the Therion back into the deck. Either way, it's a very, very powerful card, and it's definitely a one of the deck. And if you open this card plus your main combo, you don't have to necessarily make Mantis to dump the Lily, because this will dump the Lily for you. Now let's talk about our last brick of the deck. This is the only like real brick. These are semi bricks. These are just extenders, and then these are just extenders slash combos. This is the actual only brick of the deck. Basically, it's Ghost Trick Shot. We search it in our combo to make Utopic Draco, and you definitely never want to see this card in hand. But even when it's in hand, as long as you open like a Foxy Tune or something, or at least a one-card starter, you can usually still play through it, and this card is just dead. But who cares, because it's still a discard fodder. So overall, a great card. We're also playing 3 Emergency Teleport. Emergency Teleport is an amazing card. Non-once return, the special summon level 3 second from deck. Really, really insane, and overall a great card. And finally, for our last card, we have Better Luck Next Time. This is our new spell card. Continuous. Basically, on activation, you search a Gold Pride monster, and you pay life points equal to its attack. So if you summon out, if you search Leon, you pay 15. If you search out Carrie, you pay 900. If you search out Rollbacker, you pay 1800. If you search out Nitro Head, you pay 2300, which is a really, really great card. And then if a Gold Pride returns to the hand due to its card effect, then you get to draw one card during the end phase, which is a really, really amazing effect, because all of the fusions and synchros and XYZs of the Gold Pride cards have the effect after they use their main effect, they shuffle themselves back into the extra deck, which means this will trigger to draw you a card, and then they'll reborn either a Nitro Head, another Gold Pride monster, Rollbacker, or Carry, which is pretty amazing. We're also playing trap cards. We're playing 4. We're playing 1 Dangerous Gabu. This card just says, hey, target one monster opponent controls, negate its effects. It's basically Imperm / Chalice. And then if you have a Gold Pride monster on, if you have a P.U.N.K monster on field, you gain life points equal to its attack, which is pretty solid. Helps you get through time, because as you can see, this deck does lose the time. We're also playing Therion Cross. Now, the reason why we're playing Cross is because it is searchable. Not to mention, it's just another name, just in case you already opened the field spell or Argus Station. So you just have another thing you can search off the Lily, which is very important. And then finally, for the last 2 cards, we are playing to Start Your Engines, because this card is absolutely busted. So Start Your Engine says, when your opponent normal or special summons a monster, you target that monster, reveal 3 Gold Prides with different names from your deck, special summon one of them, and then destroy the targeted monster. It is a non-once return, and it allows you to summon out either Carry, If it gets you a trap card, Leon, who reborns and then quick synchros, or the new guy, who then quick fusions and then literally rips your opponent's life away. So this card is absolutely amazing. It only gets better with the new Gold Pride cards. And yeah, this is absolute 2 over deck. So that is it for the main deck. Let's actually go over the extra deck. Alright, so first things first, for extra deck, we are playing one Amazing Dragon. This guy is absolutely amazing. On Synchro Summon, he bounces cards up to the number of Psychic level 3s engrave. I used to think it was Psychic Tuners engrave, but he actually just says Psychic level 3s. And if you're wondering how many we're playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're playing 6 level, so this can potentially bounce 6. Usually just bouncing 3 or 4, but either way, you can quick synchro into this guy using Leon plus Nitro Head, or you can use any level 8 plus Shirakusai, because Shirakusai is not picky about its materials. All he requires is level 3 plus an 8, which is pretty amazing. Alright, so to keep the train going, we're also playing one Psychic and Punisher. We're paying a lot of life points. We specialize on making 11s. This guy is just plan B and helps us push our game. He's at towers. Basically, he's unaffected by card effects. All these activated card effects. As long as your life points are lower. Also, he gains attack equal to the difference. And then once per turn, during your turn, you can pay 1,000. Banish a monster you control and a card your opponent controls. And banish them, which is really, really solid. We're also playing one Baron de Fleur. Baron de Fleur comes up a little bit. Basically, we used to play the level 7 Ascended Ruler, which was a level 7 that paid 3,000, but we pay so much with the new cards now that we actually can't actually afford to play Ascended Ruler because he'll literally kill us. So instead, if we're making Baron, we're just going to be using the Fuma, which kind of sucks, but at the same time, a Baron over a Fuma makes sense to me. We're also playing one Jam Dragon Drive. This card's absolutely amazing. Not only does it allow us to have access to any level 3 Psychic from the deck, but it also pays life points. Also has effect while engraved. If your opponent activates an effect in response to a P.U.N.K effect, you can just reborn this card onto the field, and then it'll trigger its effect to search a card, which is absolutely amazing. And one of the things I was telling you about is, just in case you didn't open Ogre Dance, Foxy Tune, or Xiamen, or Emergency Teleport, as long as you have access to a level 3 tuner and a level 5 guy, and as long as your life points are lower, you can actually summon this guy, search out Xiamen, and then get all your P.U.N.K plays going that way, which is absolutely insane. And they kind of just introduced that new combo to you all. So that's absolutely incredible. We're also playing the one Mantis. Mantis, it says when this card is synchro summoned, you foolish burial a insect or plant. The only insect or plant we are playing is the Lily. So basically, we make this guy, dump the Lily. We usually use Deer Note. Deer Note will reborn at level 8, and then basically we then make an XYZ. We're also playing for our last synchro, Star Leon. Star Leon is an absolute buster of a monster. Basically, as long as your life points are lower, he's a quick effect. Target a monster your opponent controls, destroy it, and then gain attack equal to its attack. Really, really powerful card, and it also has effect while during the end phase, after it activated its effect, you return to the extra deck, and you special summon a Gold Pride from your graveyard. I think this one says you have to special summon Gold Pride Leon exactly. So their exact boss monsters require you to special summon one from graveyard or deck. This guy special summons one from deck or grave, which is absolutely amazing and helps to get you all your plays going. We're also playing Sargus. Sargus is an absolute unit. He requires 2 level 8 monsters. He does not detach materials, and he searches a Therion card from your deck to hand. It doesn't matter what Therion card. If you already have access to either Sargus or the Lily Engrave, you usually search out Cross, just so you have more interruptions on your opponent, which is absolutely insane. Not to mention, if your opponent or you activate an XYZ while this guy's on the field, at the resolution of that effect of the XYZ, this card either bounces or destroys a card on either player's field, which is absolutely insane. We're also playing Utopic Draco, who can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. Also, when a monster effect is activated and it activates on field, you can negate and steal that monster. If it activates anywhere else, you just negate it, which is absolutely insane. We'll also have to play the Utopic Draco because that's how you make him. And then we're also playing the Ghost Trick package. 2 Mischief because 1 Mischief adds the shot, and then the shot reborns the Owl card. and then you rank on top of the island card to make the other mischief, which is absolutely insane. And then finally, for our last XOZ, we are playing the new Gold Pride Chariot. This guy is absolutely insane. Basically, when this card is XYZ summoned, it requires any two level 3s. You basically get to add a Gold Pride spell from your deck to hand. And then if your life points are lower, you get the Foolish Burial of Gold Pride. If you activate this effect that turn, you send this card back to the extra deck, special summon a carry from your deck or grave. Really, really insane effect. Not only is it Foolish Burial, but also searches your spell card. So if you don't have access to that, this gets you your Gold Prides and gets you all your extenders live. Really, really insane card, and this is just any two level 3s. Really, really amazing. Finally, for our last two cards, we also have the Fish. Fish says, hey, you can tribute this fusion monster, special summon two Gold Prides. Not two Gold Prides, two Punks or different names from your deck. And they're pretty amazing. We're also playing Gold Pride Pinballer. Now, this is our new boss monster. This card is absolutely amazing. Basically, what it does is that you can fusion summon this card using Gold Pride monsters. You have to use the level 5 guy to make him, but that doesn't matter. Basically, this guy allows you to equip cards your opponent controls onto him up to the number of fusion materials used. And then if your life points are lower than your opponent cannot respond to this card. Basically, they can't negate it with monsters, spells, or traps, which is absolutely insane. The fact that this card basically just says, hey, my life points are lower than you, let me just snatch steal all your cards and equip it to this guy. And then that's absolutely insane. Not only does that help you push for game, but it helps you break boards, but it also helps you make it as a really, really powerful interruption. And then during the end phase, after you activate this effect, you return it back to the extra deck, and you're reborn to level 5 from either graveyard or deck, allowing you to do it all over again during your opponent's turn or during your turn, which is absolutely stupid. So this guy is a must-have one on the deck, and overall a great card. So that is it for the deck profile. I hope you all enjoy. Let's get into the combo tutorial. Alright, so let's see if I can do a combo number 2. I just shuffled the deck. And let's see what I get. So first things first, we draw into Wagon. Draw into Disc Coliseum. You get to Wheeler. Foxy-Tune. And Leon. Okay, so this hand is absolutely solid. It's not the greatest hand, but it can definitely do play. So first things first, we're going to start with Therion Disc Coliseum. This Coliseum effect will activate, and we'll add to our hand of Rose, Lily, basically. So we want to get a Lily, so we can pitch it in order to do our combos even better. So I'm searching for my deck right now. We'll get ourselves a Lily. Okay. So now the next thing we're going to do is that we are going to normal summon out Wagon. Alright, we're going to pay 600 to add our field split hand. Now, if our opponent stops us, no big deal. We have a Foxy-Tune, and we have 2 level 3s. So we're guaranteed not only to draw one, let's say the Imperm or Veiler this, but not only that, we still have our main combo line, and we can still do our new P.U.N.K line, which is basically any 2 level 3s equals the new carry, who can dump a gold pride and add a gold pride to hand, which is pretty insane. And we will do that in this combo most likely, so keep that in mind. So let's just say this isn't negated because who's going to negate Wagon of all cards? And we're going to add to our hands the field spell. So let's get ourselves the field spell as I search in the deck. There it is. Alright. So now the next thing we do is that we are going to special summon. So we are going to activate Wheeler, special summoning itself. And we're going to activate Leon, special summoning itself. Now, with these two, we have a couple of plays. We either go carry her out, or we go into the XYZ to protect ourselves. Now, personally, with this hand, since I kind of just want to go for carry, just so that I can get the Gold Pride engine running. So that's what I'm going to do. Even though it's not the best idea because it doesn't protect ourselves fully, it is just a little bit better. So let's just say we're just popping off to our highest ceiling. Our opponent has nothing. We're just going off. I do want to show off Carrie in one of these combos because I think she, as a rank 3, is absolutely insane. So we're going to get Carrie. Carrie's effect is going to activate. She's going to Foolish Burial a P.U.N.K, Gold Pride, and she's going to add to our hand a Gold Pride spell, which is absolutely insane. So we gotta detach his material. We'll detach Leon because it doesn't really matter. Hey, Leon. We are going to Foolish Burial a Gold Pride. We're going to Foolish Burial him. Just to get him in deck. Just to get him in rotation. And we're going to add to hand you, which is absolutely insane. This card is absolutely amazing. So now this is our hand. Now we're going to activate this card, and we're going to add to hand Captain Carry. We're going to add Captain Carry, paying 900. Our life points are still lower. We'll special summon the Carry. Carry effect will activate to add a trap card in hand. So we are going to add to our hands a Start Your Engine. So this should just take a second to search to Start Your Engine. I think I see it. It's literally the next card on top of my deck. Of course it is. So we still have 4 cards at hand. And we have a Start Your Engine. And we're about to make another XYZ. So we're going to use these two to go into the other XYZ plays. So the reason why we went her first was just so I can get another level 3 on field without using our Foxy-Tune. So now we can go into this. So we can get into ourselves a Alucard to go into our Mischief. And then Mischief effect can activate. You always discard the Alucard, by the way. I don't think I went over that last time because you need to reborn it with a shot. So you discard that. Detach that, my bad. And you're going to search the hand, shot. Let's see, let's search the shot. There it is. So we still have 4 cards in hand, and we're about to have 2 XYZs on field, which is absolutely insane. So we'll activate the shot. We'll reborn the Alucard. And then we are going to make the other mischief. If I can find the other mischief. Just give me 1 second. Like I said, it's a little hard with one hand. It'll work out. Alright, so now we put on the other Alucard. Or not Alucard, mischief. We use these 2. Sending all this to graveyard to go into our lovely Utopic Draco. Effect of the Alucard, add this back to hand. And then, bam. So now we have a monster negate, a really cool card that got us material, and not to mention it's going to draw us a turn because it will return to the extra to get us a carry. But we might not have monsters on field, so we just have to see. So now, with our multiple cards in hand, we're going to replace our field spells. Boop. We're going to activate Foxy Tune. We're going to pitch to Lily. Now, usually we'll pitch Shot here just so we can keep hand material. But because we have the Lily, we need to get this engraved. So in order to do our play. So we're pitch to Lily. A special summon from our deck is Ziaman, which is very important. Now, Ziaman's going to pay 600. We're going to add Ogre Dance to hand just to fit out the deck some more. We'll add the Ogre Dance, pitch it to grave, and we'll add our hand. Shirakusai, most likely. If I can find them. Shirakusai. There he is. We'll get a Shirakusai. We'll then special summon out the Shirakusai by the field spell's effect by banishing the Ogre Dance. It can also banish the Foxy Tune, doesn't matter which one. We'll pay 600 to fusion summon. These 2, we'll get ourselves the fish. Fish effect, tribute. Special summon 2 from deck. We're gonna get Deer Note, and we're gonna get Madam Spider. Now you notice we haven't activated the field spell yet to draw cards. Well, because we actually already have Lily and Grave, we don't need to make Mantis. So because we don't need to make Mantis to dump the Lily, we can actually go for different plays, which is absolutely insane. So we'll activate the Madam Spider, we'll add ourselves the trap card, and we'll draw 1 off the field spell. So we will look through our deck here. As I look, and we'll get ourselves the trap card. So now we have 2 traps in hand, and we're about to draw a card, which is absolutely insane. And as long as we don't draw, actually there's nothing we can draw that hurts us anymore. The shot's out of deck and Lily's in grave. So there's actually nothing that can hurt us. We're gonna, there, draw. Okay, we drew into a Captain Carry or used Carry's effect this turn, so it's just another card in hand for next turn. That is perfectly fine with us. Well then, Synchro with these 2. Deer Note's already gonna come back. We're just gonna make sure that happens. We'll get ourselves a Madam Spider. So Madam Spider is going to be Chain Link 1. And then Deer Note will be Chain Link 2 to bring back the fish. That's why I got the fish out, just so we can skip steps. Now after this, with this effect, we're going to add to our hand a P.U.N.K or a level 3 Psychic. So some people play Ghost Ogre just for another interruption. I don't like Ghost Ogre just because it's another brick in the deck. This is all combo. So it's up to you what you get here. We're most likely not getting any other little 3s on field. So your best bet, honestly, is just to get a Ziaman. Yeah, your best bet is just to search a Ziaman here. Just so that you have plays next turn. Just in case your opponent breaks your board, you'll guarantee have a Ziaman, which is absolutely insane. So we still have 4 cards in hand. We're about to draw for turn, which is absolutely amazing. So we drew into the Regulus, which is absolutely funny as hell, because we were about to search the Regulus, but now we don't need to search the Regulus. We can actually search something else. So We're actually going to use these two. These as 2 level 8s. We're going to Sargus. Sargus can now add a trap card to hand. We can actually search the cross. Because we drew the Regulus, or if we drew Regulus, Foom, or the field spell, we can do this, by the way. We're going to get ourselves the trap card, cross. And we'll have 3 back row, which is absolutely insane. So we'll get the cross. So this like even makes back row. So even if they dark ruler us, we're still gonna have like a whole bunch of back row interruptions, which is absolutely insane. We're then gonna special summon out the Regulus by equipping the Lily that we dumped all the way back at the beginning of the duel when we pitched it for the Foxy Tune. We're then gonna activate the Regulus effect, sending the Lily because it was equipped to search ourselves the field spell. Let's see if we can find this Coliseum with one hand. That's Endless Argus Station. Where is this Coliseum? Alright, so I just realized in our combo, we actually already got this Coliseum out of deck. So this actually can't search anything because we already got the cross. And we can't search for level 7 anyway. Could we have changed this differently? Yes, we could have. So instead of searching this off him, because I didn't realize we used the field spell, we can actually search Fuma with it. We can actually search the Fuma. And then activate Regulus, sending the Lily to get the cross. And then that's how we do it. Because I was doing it the normal way. Because we usually, if we already have Lily and Grave, we usually search cross with him. But because we already had the field spell activated this turn and used, there's no other spell and traps we can actually search besides Argus Station. Well, I don't even think you could search Argus Station because it's technically not a Therion card. Thus, the only card we can actually get is Cross. So it was actually a mistake getting this guy when we should have got Foom. Just so now that we can special summon him by equipping the Lily. And we still have the 3 back row, which is absolutely insane. And we have follow-up in the form of Xiamen, Carry, and Shot for next turn. So we'll set our 3. Pass it over to our opponent, end phase. This will return back to the extra deck. And we'll special summon a Carry from either deck or grave. I think we want to get it from grave just because we don't want to lose all our resources from, what's it called? We don't want to get all the carries out of deck. So we'll summon out the Carry from grave. Just so we have names to reveal, just in case. Then we will draw one off this. So I'm going to cut this deck real quick. Draw. Okay, so this hand is insane. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards still in hand. We have this board, and all 3 back row are live. And you're probably wondering, how do we clear the space in order to actually use this properly? So Regulus tributes himself in order to negate something, which is great. And the Fuma can bounce a card. So honestly, we can literally just go Omni negate, tribute itself, and then we have a zone for this now, which is absolutely crazy. And then we still have everything else. So this is the board we ended on. And yeah, that was with a stranger hand. That wasn't even the best hand we could have ended on, but we still ended on this, which is absolutely stupid. We have a Monster Negate Steel, a Bounce and Activate XYZ, which will be this guy, an Omni Negate, a Bounce, which will add this back to hand, by the way. So you have 6 cards going into next turn if you live. A Pop into either a Quick Synchro or Quick Fusion, a Cross, which will ultimately negate or banish a card, a Negate, and I think that's it. So that's absolutely insane. So that's 1, 2. Oh, this is 1, 2 depending on what we hit. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 interruptions. We also we don't have protection because we had to use a field spell. So we have 7 interruptions guaranteed on this field, which is absolutely insane. And then this one, if we hit Leon, is I believe 8 or 9 interruptions. So let's actually play this out. Our opponent tries to do, let's say they have like Lightning Storm. We activate this guy, tribute himself, yada yada yada. Then they activate, let's say it's Math Mech. They activate the Math Mech in hand, circular. We negate with this guy. Cool. They normal summon diameter, trying to reborn the Math Mech engrave, or they just normal summon the Math Mech, whatever. Or they activate addition to lower this guy, or activate subtraction to lower this guy. We say that's fine. We can't use his bounce because there's nothing else on field. I guess if we wanted to be cheeky, we can bounce this back to hand. But, yeah, why not? We're going to use this effect, bounce this back to hand just so we have zones. Then, whenever they summon another thing, we pop it. Reveal 3 gold prides with different names. As long as we hit the Leon, we're set. And, let's see, we have Leon. Let's see. Leon, and sadly we can't guarantee Leon, but we can get a Nitro head. So we have a 2 out of 3 chances. I would say we have a guaranteed 3 out of 3 chances, but I drew into the third copy of the second copy of him. I'm only playing 2. We could have, instead of Foolish Burialing him, we probably should have said Nitro head, just so if this was our options, we can guarantee that we either get a fusion or a quick synchro or both, which is absolutely crazy. Now, the reason why I dumped him was so if we hit the Leon, let's say we hit the Leon, right? This is in hand, actually. Wait, no, that's not in hand. This is in hand, actually. No. Yeah, this is in hand. So this goes back to deck. This goes back to deck. If we hit the Leon, Leon can reborn this guy from grave. Because don't forget, we Foolish Burial him, which is absolutely insane. So he can reborn this guy from grave. And then not only did we have 7 interruptions on board, this is 8 interruption, and that's 9 interruption. Actually, it's just, yeah, it's just 8, because sadly, we actually had to bounce the carry in order to summon out him again. And the reason why I said we had to bounce the carry was because we actually had no more zones. That's the one thing this deck runs into. It actually runs out of zones. If we didn't have to forcefully bounce our own carry, we couldn't get this guy onto the field. So it's either we don't bounce our carry and we just make a quick 6, or we do what we do, get this guy, quick fusion, or we can use cards in our hand as well. So we can just use the carry in hand, and then straight up fuse. Or they go to grave. We'll just say we use these just to clear our zones. Into Baller. And then Baller will absorb 2 of their monsters. And you're probably thinking, oh no, how do you do that? You don't have the spell and trap zones. Well, this is no longer on field. So we do have the spell and trap zones. And we still have everything else, which is absolutely insane. This equips your opponent's monsters, your life points lower to so they can't respond. And yeah, that's really the deck. We ended on like 6 cards in hand. We ended on like 9 interruptions, which is absolutely insane. Alright, so I do just want to show you all a bad hand and still show you how this deck still can make amazing plays, even with the worst hands. Now you can see this hand. There is no way to pay life points. I opened 2 gold prides, a Deer Note, which is a brick, this Coliseum, which is semi-brick, and just a Tracer. This Tracer is the only reason why we actually have combo, and this carry. So really, this card does not matter. This card doesn't matter yet. This card does not matter. It's just these 2. This whole hand is ass, but I can still do combo. So we're a normal summon carry. Carry's gonna get ourselves a trap. Now, I would not normal summon carry at first. I would have to this Coliseum first to get ourselves a Lily, just so I can bait out an Ash or something. Because usually your opponent stops your first play and they don't know what your deck really does or what the hurt. So usually they say, oh, it's a field spell, let's ash it. So we'll just get the Lily just in case they didn't ash that. Who cares? Well, then normal summon Carry. Carry's going to activate its effect. We'll add to our hand the gold prize, start your engine. This is already really, really solid because this is already a 2 disruptions, which I'll show. Technically 3 disruptions. I'll show you. Now we'll special summon out Tracker because we control level 3. Now with these two, we have 2 plays. We can either go for the Ghost Trick line, or we can go for Carry. I'm actually going to go for Carry because you already seen the Ghost Trick line twice. And I did show Carry once already, but I'm going to show it again. So go into Carry. Carry effect is going to activate. We'll detach the Ghost Trick. Not Ghost Trick, the Captain Carry. And we're going to search our hand, the new spell card. We're going to get ourselves the... What the hell is this card called? We'll get ourselves this card. We'll be better luck next time. So we know activate the better luck next time. And we're going to search ourselves a gold pride monster. Now, if we didn't use our normal summon, funny enough, we could actually tribute summon a Deer Note just to have a level 5 on field, and then we can get a 3 off Leon in order to keep going that way. But we're not. We are going to search the Leon, just because Leon's insane. Oh, I forgot something. This is supposed to Foolish Burial. So in this scenario, we're probably going to just Foolish Burial and Nitro Head. Absolutely, that's actually insane. So yes, we're going to activate this. We're going to add the Leon to hand. And then we're going to Foolish Burial to Carry. So, or not Carry, the level 5 guy. Level guy has been Foolish Burial. Now, we are now going to special summon out the Leon, targeting this guy to reborn him. Now, we're locked into Gold Prides, which sucks, but that's fine because these are 2 interruptions anyway. We're going to special summon out our Nitro Head. I told you it would come up. And then we'll set 1 and pass. That is our inboard. We still have multiple interruptions here because this is just Gold Pride. So end phase, this will return back to the extra deck. And we will draw off this guy. So I drew into another one. Who cares? Alright, so now this is our board. We've only paid 1,500 and that's it. We've only paid 1,500 life points. Right? Yeah, so we only paid 1,500 because the normal summon to Carry, got the trap, and then we linked, we had the XYZ searched this, and then we only paid 15. So our life points are still pretty high, and then we end on this. So Nitro Head's going to give our opponent a token, which is fantastic. Whenever we want, we could pop, and it doesn't matter what gold pride we hit, we're guaranteed a quick synchro and a quick fusion on our opponent's turn, which is absolutely insane. So let's say our opponent's playing yada yada yada, and let's see. So funny enough, we can go with a quick synchro anything. We're no longer locked in the gold pride, so if we wanted to, we can quick synchro these 2. No wait, I'm not playing Berserk Tengi anymore. I was gonna say if we're playing Berserk Tengi, we just go for Berserk Tengi here, but we actually aren't. My bad. So instead, let's say our opponent normal summons, they know about this zone, and they're gonna put it over here. Okay, cool. We're gonna activate the trap, pop it, and we'll special summon 1 randomly from the deck. It doesn't matter which one. It could be Carry, it could be Leon again. It does not matter because we're gonna be locked in the gold prides anyway. So let's get Leon, Carry, and I guess another Leon because Leon will guarantee a Carry. Yeah, we'll get this. It does not matter what we hit. It really doesn't. Let's just say we hit, let's just say we hit a Leon. Leon will get summoned. Leon effect will activate. Get ourselves the Carry back. And the Carry will get us our trap card to hand. So right now, with no punks. We have just popped a card. We have 5 monsters in hand. 1 card on here. And we have 4 cards in hand. Soon to be 5 off this. And a 6-card draw. Which is absolutely insane. But let's have to keep going. Our opponent keeps comboing. Let's say they start filling up the board. We can quick synchro using these 2. And we can go into our good old friend Therion. And Therion is a quick effect pop. So now we have 2 quick effect pops. Alright? We technically have 3 quick effect pops on this card, which is absolutely insane because we destroy cards in these zones. So, quick effect pop. And then, let's say we use this, whatever. We can actually fusion summon. Let's say our opponent's actually starting to build a board. Who cares? We're going to activate this effect. We can fusion summon using these 3. We have to use him as well if we wanted to, just for a Hail Mary, but we're going to leave him on field. All 3. We're going to go into pinball. And we're going to absorb 3 monsters. If we want to guarantee absorb 4 monsters, we can use him as well. And just absorb 4 monsters on the field. And just put them as equipped spells. Which is absolutely insane. And then in phase, these will return back to the extra. We'll special summon out you from grave and you from grave. And we'll draw 1 off this field spell. So, this is our hand. And we're drawing for turn. So, we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards in hand. And we have all these plays to do. So that was just with Gold Pride. That was no punks, nothing. And you're probably thinking, okay, well, you still haven't really drawn anything. Well, no, because now we have a 3 and a 5. That makes an 8. We can go into the deer now. Or we can go into this guy. This guy can send or add to hand. And then we're just off to races. This can add Xiamen. And then we're just off to the races. That is really it for the combos. I hope you all enjoy and show you the potential of this deck. That was, even with a shit hand, I was still able to end on like a 4 or 5 interruption board, which is absolutely insane. So the gold prides are not bricks anymore, which is absolutely fantastic, and I love that. And that's really all I got. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't do anything stupid, and see you on the next one. Bye-bye.